Hi there, post editing Isaac here. Okay, so here's the thing. I had the video done earlier, but I don't know what happened. There was like some sort of file like issue. I don't know what happened, but basically I had to redo the audio commentary for this video as well as unfortunately I tried everything I could. I couldn't get back. Oh man, this sucks actually. I had a really good game that I ended up winning using Giratina and all that, but unfortunately the file was lost and I can't get it back. I don't know what happened. Man, I'm looking into the issue. I think I found the problem. It was like some sort of audio issue, and then because the Adobe wouldn't pick it up, it's weird. Bottom line is though, unfortunately, I lost the game. So, I'm going to upload like the other I can't talk. The other battles that I already had saved for this video. And I'm probably gonna add in. If I don't, I'll probably save them for another time. Some other ones that I was saving for the next week's. But either way, usually I try to go for a best 3 out of 5. But basically the third win is gone. Really, unfortunately, I couldn't do anything about it. Sorry about that. Hopefully this doesn't happen again. And thank you so much. And enjoy the rest of the video. Hello, Pokemon trainers. Welcome to the King's Court. Okay, so I should be leaving a during editing a like an editor's note kind of quick thing at the beginning of this, but before we get to the rest of the video, if you would just skip to the battle, I understand. But really quick, now here's the thing. I usually try to go for a best 3 out of 5. If I win 3 games, awesome. If I lose 3 games, better luck next time. And I try to basically play a couple of battles throughout the week and basically come back here every week to with the best ones that I think are the most entertaining, or the ones that I think were like, where I could have point out the mistakes I made. But here's the thing, unfortunately, there was an issue with Adobe, and I lost the last game, and it was so good too. Bottom line, it went like almost 20 minutes, I think, too. It was crazy, and I barely won thanks to Giratina's crazy bulk, but yeah, I don't know what happened. So unfortunately for this week, there's going to be one less win. Unfortunately, one less game in general. So, uh, besides all that, if you enjoy this and want to see more, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, hit notification bell for more videos. Let me know in the comments if you got any suggestions for any other teams, because this is actually a different Giratina set than the one I've been using. The one I've been using was more offensive based. It would run like Calm Mind, Draco Meteor, Shadow Ball, stuff like that. This is a defensive build where I'm running like Will-O-Wisp, Pain Split, stuff like that. This version is basically meant to burn my opponent's Pokemon like I did the Dragonite right here, and as well as the Among Us right here, and use Pain Split to take care of big walls, and then just have my other Pokemon come in and just clean them up. So like I said, this is a different one. I'm running also a different team. I'm still running the Triforce is the best mons right now. I'm still using Incineroar, Rapid Strike, Urshifu, and Rillaboom because those three are just golden together, as well as my Giratina. I'm also running Raging Bolt because there are a couple times where I do need some electric offense, like against Kyogre based teams, and I'm also trying out Chien Pao. Although when I think next time I use the more offensive build, I want to try this team I checked out that I thought could probably work with Grimmsnarl, but I'll save that for a future video. So that's pretty much everything. Now, right here, where the Dragonite is burnt, and they're gonna go out and turn their Miraidon. Now the electric train is gonna go off, and this is okay because if I remember right, I still have my Rillaboom. So I want to burn the Miraidon mainly because, well, one, this way Hex will do double damage, but also this way the Miraidon will still keep taking damage every turn. I mean, the Dragonite is already burnt, so I'm good there. So that means its physical power also is halved. So that's good for me because Dragonites usually are super offensive, and they run like E speed and stuff like that. So they're gonna go for the E speed. They tried to get my Giratina though, and they're gonna Dragon Pulse my Incineroar. Weird. You think it'd be reversed. So, luckily the Will-O-Wisp hit because a couple of times I tried this team online before, basically recording anything. I missed a couple of Will-O-Wisps. That was actually pretty annoying. I always forget like T-Wave and Will-O-Wisp were all brought back to 90% accuracy. So yeah, I'm gonna put out my Rillaboom, and the Grassy Surge is gonna cancel out the electric one. So that's good. So this way also, because this actually really works out for my Giratina because, like I said, this one's more of a tankier, more defensive build. It's running the leftovers, so this way every turn leftovers and the grassy terrain will give back HP to my Giratina, which is good for me. So let's see. Their next move is. Okay. Let's see. Man, sorry about these in between moments. Let's see. Man, again, I've said this before, but I'll say it again. The Terrasserized Giratina looks so cool. So the Fake Out's going to go off, and they're going to E-Speed my Rillaboom. And they're going to Dragon Pulse as well. I guess they wanted to really knock out my Rillaboom the fastest. Luckily, the Hex will go off, and it takes care of the Dragonites. So that's good right there. That's one down. Now I also don't have to worry about E-Speed either, because that could probably have been a problem later on when my Pokemon was more like close to being knocked out. Man, that burn though is nice. Like, it's really good. So let's see. Now they're gonna go out into their Raging Bolt. Okay, so I'm thinking I kind of want to burn the raging bolt as well, and probably just have my Rillaboom just start going more offensive against the Miraidon, because spamming the Stomping Tantrum should easily take care of both of them because both their Pokemon are electric. But the battle was canceled, so yo, I pretty much got that. So we'll take that. That's one so far. See if I can keep it up. And we're on to game two. So let's see. My opponent's going to start off with Magmotor and their Thundurus. Man, I made a bad choice right here because I don't know what it was. For some reason, I was like I don't know, maybe my brain decided to go on vacation or something. But the Thundurus, when I saw the sneak peek of their team, I don't know why I saw Thundurus, but I thought not Landers, Tornadus in my. I do not know why. So that's why I put up my Raging Bolt because I'm like, okay, cool, just zap it with the Raging Bolt. But I'm like, oh wait, no. This is thunderous, and it's gonna mess me up later. That was my bad. That is the last time I tried recording battles in the morning without coffee. So they're gonna go and they're gonna try to Terra Blast my Raging Bolt, which I'm not surprised. And they're gonna Icy Wind. Now, when I saw this, I was thinking to myself, "This when the heck does Magmotar learn Icy Wind or Ice moves?" Because I do know they can learn some pretty interesting moves. I know they can learn Energy Ball and Psychic, and I think they also can use Thunderbolt, just like their equivalent Electivire. But I was thinking, I don't remember them learning an ice move, so I was thinking to myself, I do not trust that one. So I'm basically, though, going to focus on trying to knock out the Thundurus. So I'm going to terrestrialize my Raging Bolt right here to go into Fairy. Let's see. They're going to Terra Blast my Giratina. But luckily, my Giratina's got so much bulk, it survived. And heck, the HP didn't even go to red, so dang. And the Icy Wind did miss. Unfortunately, it did hit, though, my Raging Bolt, so the speed is going to go down. And I managed to hit the Will-O-Wisp on the Thundurus. Let's see. And I'm going to gain some HP back, which is good. Let's see, and the burn is going to hurt them. Let's see. So I'm thinking, I think I just want to protect and just hit Draco Meteor on the Magmotar and try to knock that thing out before Icy Wind becomes a problem later on. So they're going to hit Flash Cannon, and my Raging Bolt's tank set, thank goodness. And they try to hit my Giratina, but luckily the Protect comes in. So I'm just going to Draco Meteor. It almost knocked out, but the Focus Sash. And this is where it turns out it was actually in a Hisuian Zoroark, which, looking back, should have been obvious, because I'm like, Icy Wind? That was so crazy. So, sorry about that, a friend of mine. So, that took care of that. So, their Zoroark is really close to being knocked out, but their Thundurus still has HP, like a good amount, so it still could really go either way. So I'm going to try to Flash Cannon again, but I Protect. Unfortunately, they are going to knock out my Giratina, sadly. Looking at this now, maybe I should have switched out my Giratina into my Incineroar, because I knew that Hisuian Zoroark is Ghost and Normal, so I knew they tried to hit my Giratina with a Ghost move. This way, my Incineroar would have resisted it. So that was something I really should have done. But hey, this is how we get better, right? So I'm thinking I could just Draco Meteor or just try to knock it out. And my Incineroar is going to fake out to take care of the Thundurus. And the Sludge Bomb is going to go off, unfortunately. Again, like I said, I made the mistake of recording this battle early in the morning throughout the week because I had stuff to do that week. I mean that day, so I really wanted to get some battles recorded, but this is a mistake on my part. I should have actually Thunderclouds basically because that would have knocked out the Hisui Zoroark. So yeah, but hey, hindsight. Hisui Zoroark was pretty cool too. So let's see. Just basically waiting for this to go off. Okay, so I'm gonna detect with my Urshifu in case they try to do any like the Wind Bolt Storm because I know that move hits both Pokemon, and it's a crazy move too. But luckily, and since my Urshifu is fighting, that would have been an issue. But luckily, the detect did stop it, and I'm just gonna knock off to knock out the Hisui and Zoroark. So that takes care of that one. And the Thundurus is starting to really, its HP is really starting to be whittled down thanks to the burn. So it really could go either way. So they're going to go out into Koridon. Now this one I knew could be an issue, and I don't have a fairy Pokemon to take care of it either. So I'm thinking to myself, dang, what could I do? So I can't use Detect again. So I'm just like, you know what? Let's hope I outspeed it. But no, Collision Course, and it takes care of my Incineroar. Man, that thing is crazy. And the Windbolt Storm is going to take care of my Urshifu. Yeah. Man. Perfect example of what happens when little mistakes can cost you the game. But hey, like I kept saying, this is how we get better. And on to the third game. So far that's one win, one loss. Let's see if I can make the comeback. So they're gonna start off with their Hydreigon and a. It's not Slurpuff. What's Alcremie? That's it. I always get Alcremie and Slurpuff mixed up, even though they look nothing alike. It's the fact they're dessert based. I always get them mixed up. So this is what I mean by why I decided to try out Chiampao for some quick easy damage. But they're gonna terrestrialize their Hydreigon, and I think they even use Protect right here as well. I think, and it's poison. Probably so like Moonblast or Dazzling Gleam doesn't totally destroy it in one hit. Okay, they didn't. Ice Cold Crash is going to go off because they're going to Tailwind. Okay, that makes sense. But the Alcremie did flinch, so that's good for me. Now, I wanted to knock out the Alcremie quickly, and this is because I've learned that if I really wasn't familiar with Alcremie, like if there's some kind of crazy setup it can do, because that's usually these kind of Pokemon what they do. Like they're meant to like take the hit or to help like on like helping hand, and this is basically helping hand right here. So I was thinking, okay, I got to knock out the Alcremie quickly, otherwise it could be an issue later on. So unfortunately, I couldn't get the knockout just yet. This thing must have some like be fully invested in bulk because it has the leftovers too. So it's gonna take two more hits. I mean, what's gonna take one more hit? So I'm thinking, okay, let's see. Because the Hydreigon's stats were heightened, I was thinking, okay, I'm just gonna Sucker Punch, and either they're gonna switch out their Hydreigon or the Sucker Punch will knock it out. And they did end up switching out, so that's okay. So they're gonna Decorate, so it's gonna boost attack and special attack. That's pretty cool. And the Flare Blitz is gonna take care of the Alcremie. All right, sweet, literally. So that's so far one Pokemon down. Let's see if I can keep this momentum going. They're going to go out into Inteleon. Now, I was thinking either they're going to try to hit my Chiampao or my Incineroar. So I was thinking, I don't really want to switch out because I don't want my other Pokemon to get hit because I still need them. So I'll just let that happen. So my Chiampao was knocked out, and that's okay because Chiampao really can't take a hit. And the Citrus Berry is going to go off on my Incineroar, which is good for me in the long run. Because I'm just going to Flare Blitz it out because I wanted to knock out that Ninetales before it's set up. It's... I forgot the name of the move. But, you know, that crazy move that Alolan Ninetales can use, that, like, it's like Reflect and Barrier in one move. So I wanted to get rid of that quickly. So they're going to go back out into their Hydreigon, and they have out their Inteleon. So I'm thinking I could just fake out the Hydreigon and just try to basically just do some quick damage. So I'm gonna terrestrialize my Incineroar and just go. But they ended up canceling. Okay, so I'm gonna count that. And dang, like I said, unfortunately this is where the last battle would be. But like I said at the beginning of the video, there was this issue and I couldn't get the file back. And I wanted to. I'm trying to keep, like I said, this this schedule of uploading on the weekends, but unfortunately that's one down. I think if you want, I can do another another battle and try to upload it throughout the week. So if you want to see that, let me know in the comments. And if not, I also have another idea for a video I could do, and I'm probably gonna do that anyways. It'll be fun. So I'll probably, like I said, do that. Upload another battle during the week. So thank you so much for made it this far, and we really appreciate it. And overall, just thank you so much because my Pokemon battles have been doing really good numbers lately, and I'm really, really happy about that. So, like I said, let me know in the comments what you thought. If you got any suggestions for teams or anything, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week. Take care. Bye.